Content warning. Erirep is a podcast with mature themes for a mature audience. Content warnings can be found in the description.
Welcome, golden dragons, gnomes, and giants, to this episode of Erirep. Erirep is a fake crime show about
We're not committing
based on
any real
Dungeons
crimes.
yeah, based on Dungeons and Dragons. I am Alexander Crutchfield, and I am your GM. Today, I am joined by Carter Prophet.
Hi, Carter Prophet. I play Mr. Somebody, who's a human variant monk. Little more fun than fact is he actually does have a favorite goop color.
Oh,
Do tell.
It's not rainbow. Sorry. To those of you.
Well, you're wrong then. You're just wrong.
It's
are you telling
rainbow's
me
not
that?
the worst, but it's definitely purple.
Ah,
Mm.
well, you know, it happens.
And purple already is a mixture of red and blue goop.
That is true. So if you just added a couple more,
No,
you would be right.
it has to be specially made because we already talked about if you mix the goops together, they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We did say that.
It
Yeah.
was actually you two who established that.
Now, the others mix, but when you mix them all, it doesn't. It turns into a rainbow. swirl.
Exactly.
I'm joined by Chase Dixon.
Hello, everybody. I am Chase Dixon. I am the voice of Antonio Moretti, a drow rogue. And fun fact about Antonio, back at his abode, right, he's got a closet full of clothes, but it is the exact same combination of vests, trench coats, boots, and pants over and over and over and over again. It's the exact same thing, as far as the eye can see.
To quote Jerry Seinfeld, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Ooh, yellow and black.
Ha!
I was thinking like Steve Jobs or Mark Zuckerberg style.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for inventing world-changing technology, he commits organized crime.
Same.
I'm joined by Dean Balter.
Hello, I'm Dean Balter, playing Karg with Flair, a drunken high elf with an affinity rare. Loves all alcohol, top shelf, and generic. In the neon-lit Ursa Red, he's the greatest Twilight cleric. Karg's fun fact of today is that he is kind of afraid of children because after going to the very well-known Children of the Thorn play that was going on in his hometown, he just doesn't like being around children. Yeah.
It happens, you know.
I'm imagining that Karg was completely plastered when he saw this play, and he didn't realize it was just a play. So he thought children were just murdering people.
Just murdering people.
It's like there's a gang of kids on the loose out here.
They're in the thorns. They're gonna kill everyone.
I'm joined by Timothy Lincoln.
Hi, I'm Tim Lincoln. I play Optimus Crime, the Warforged artificer tech guru of the group. So I got a fun fact for us today. I'm actually going to do a 5 fun fact series it's going to be a themed series over the next 5 weeks. And we're going to go over Optimus Crime's 5 senses. So the first one this week is going to be his vision, what the world looks like to him. So as a robot, he doesn't see the same way that people see. He doesn't got eyeballs. What he does have, though, is his camera. And so I did a little bit of research. I was like, how do robots see? There's a 5-step process that it goes through. There's the processing of the data, segmentation, description, and recognition and interpretation of the data. So his favorite thing to see is when he's at the overlook of the upper pass at the start of Glow with his sister, and they watch basically the sunrise as all the neon lights turn on. So his interpretation of the start of Glow is he views it kind of like how he has power and rest cycles, and he knows that someday he's going to power down, he won't be able to power up again. It's just part of life. So seeing the whole under power up every morning means that everything's right in the world and the home he loves is functioning normally. So he fears in the back of his mind someday that the under won't power up again.
That is beautiful.
Hmm.
That kind of, got me feels. Feel it a little bit.
Now I got to figure out where the power comes from. And I'm joined by Dominic Waymeyer.
Hello, I'm Dominic Waymeyer, and I play Johnny Phelps. Fun fact about Johnny Phelps, less fun, more fact. I lost my organic eye on the first case I ever took as a private eye. It was supposed to be a simple hunt down a lost shipment. It was very much not simple.
What happened?
This fucking gang, they took this package. I was trying to get it back. Massive gunfight. Lost the eye. Didn't get the package.
Yeah, but how'd you lose
Damn.
the eye?
They shot it
Oh.
with guns.
I thought it was gonna be like in the middle of the gunfight or something, you know. I thought it was gonna be like
I trip and
something funny.
impale my eye with a screwdriver.
Yeah, with a 10mm socket.
That's why he lost the gunfight. He brought a screwdriver instead of a gun.
Let Johnny Phelps be the example. Children never run with scissors.
He was trying to
Yeah.
write with his pen, taking notes about the gunfight.
Yeah.
He just tripped.
Oh, hold on.
Notes are important.
Running with scissors. Just being an absolute menace to society.
It's a bad idea. Don't do it.
Once again, I am Alexander Crutchfield. I am the GM for Ursa Red. And my fun fact is I found 3 creatures that have different pronunciations of the letter G, and I made the conscious decision to not look for other creatures. I just went with Golden Dragon, Giant, instead of Giant, and Gnome. Okay, cool. Let's see. We ended with you guys telling the dudes. Cool.
Chasing dudes.
Yeah, chasing dudes. So you guys are together as a group, or how are we trailing them?
I was thinking kind of slightly spread out. That way there's not just
Yeah, a couple of groups.
5 dudes just following these guys.
Yeah, Karg is like 30 feet back. Kind of stumbling around like a drunk person. So like he's not super conspicuous. He's just trying to fit in as a normal Karg. How he usually fits in. Walking around.
Is the street populated? Like a lot of people out today?
Yeah, right now it's about 2 hours past mid-glow.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm gonna just move gaggle of people to gaggle of people, going about my business, you know. But I'll remain about 40 feet back from this group of a dozen sinister suited figures.
Okay. You're gonna pass one shop, and as you look into the shop, you see 2 people that are like frantic, like they see you and they frantically start moving. And like they think you're coming to collect from them. Yes, there are no chairs.
Business closed.
So that's how you're moving. Karg, you're just kind of drunkenly stumbling down the road.
Yeah, just
Crime,
like-
what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm still wearing my high-vis vest and my hard hat with the clipboard. So anyone
Okay.
who tries to see me, they have to pass their in the what was it? Intelligence
Safety check.
investigation check against my
Insight.
SMVC.
Yeah, because everyone knows if you
Intelligence
wear,
investigation check.
yeah, if
Oh,
you look
really?
like you're
Okay.
supposed to be there, you're supposed to be there.
Hmm. Okay. Johnny,
German
how are you
people.
moving?
I'm just walking normally down the street, you know. Not trying to do anything too out of the ordinary.
Are you from
Okay.
Moscow or Brooklyn?
Yeah.
It's got 4 settings.
He's
As a private investigator, he changes his voice up so that people don't recognize him.
Exactly.
exactly.
like the
Mr.
robot
Somebody,
eye.
how are you telling them?
I'm trying to just kind of walk normally, but I also realize that I might look like I kind of belong with them with the suit and everything. So I'm trying to not move, I guess, as menacingly as they are.
Oh, okay. These guys they're not looking super menacing either right now. They like the only thing menacing about them is that they're moving as a group. As soon as they got out into like the public area, they turned a lot less menacing. Like they had a nice little moment with Karg before they started walking around. They weren't super mean or anything. They're blending in pretty okay. They're going to start like they're heading east. West. I thought you said
West.
east. They're gonna head east until they get to the like a major intersection. They're gonna head north. They're gonna stop at the Erirep Diner. That's what that's called, right? Yep, the Erirep Diner.
Erirep Dinner. What that place looks a little fancy.
Oh yeah, the Erirep Diner is one of my favorite restaurants to go to. Mainly because they have a completely automated staff. Karg likes it because the menu consists of red goop, blue goop, green goop, pretty much any color you want. And as you know, we just mix them all together to make the best color goop.
Oh yeah, the
Mr.
best.
Rainbow.
Purple
This is the
color.
kind of place that you'd go if you just want to sit down, enjoy your goop with friends while eating. You know, real chill place.
Yeah, you can taste the rainbow.
And we're sued. You're gonna follow them in, and they're gonna walk up to one of the robots and say, "Hey, is this one of those places we sit ourselves, or do we have to wait?" The robot was gonna respond with, "Sit anywhere you like," and then they're just gonna kind of shrug and sit down at the nearest spot that it sets most of them, and then the rest are gonna sit at the table adjacent.
Car's gonna look over at Prime and just be like, "Hey, let's go sit over here and go grab some goop. We make a little rainbow."
Yum yum.
And he goes
I
and
love
sits
goop.
down. He's gonna sit. He's gonna try to sit like close enough to them where he can kind of listen to their conversations.
Yeah, Crime's gonna do the
Is-
same thing. I'm gonna try and focus my attention towards the group and listen in on what they're saying.
Okay.
Yeah, Antonio. Let's split off a little bit. That way we're not sitting in one massive group.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I'm gonna sit at the bar so I can have line of sight of them. But I'm by myself. You know, I'm not bothering nobody. I just want to sit here and slurp goop.
I'm gonna do the
Okay.
same a couple spaces down.
Okay. Johnny, what are we doing?
I will be sitting at table by myself in the corner of the restaurant and order best flavor purple goop.
Purple goop. Okay. The goop is gonna cost you 3 credits.
That's
And
expensive.
the robot's gonna come over and set it down. There's a lot of goop for 3 credits.
Can I get a bag for it?
When it's time to leave, yeah, absolutely.
Let's go.
Did you request the smoking area?
Of course.
Of course. Okay. As you guys are just kind of sitting there. The group is just kind of casually talking, and then one of the guys is gonna look over in the direction of Karg and Crime, and
And Karg is gonna yell out, "Hey, waitress, we need some goops. We need some alcohol."
the waitress, which is also a waiter because it's a robot, just to specify, I don't know,
Non-binary
wait
robot.
Dex. I don't know what the
Oh.
culturally sensitive term
Very
is.
binary waiter.
Yeah, very binary waiter.
Just ones and zeros.
Yeah, we gotta see if it got the if it has 2 ones chromosomes or a 1 and a 0. Is gonna come over. Is gonna take your order. You like this rainbow goop and alcohol,
Yep.
and
there's
it's gonna
some
look
rainbow
at you
goop
and be like,
alcohol.
"Ah, you don't want anything," and it's gonna start to turn.
Wait a
and-
minute. I'll also have a drink and some rainbow goop.
Yeah, rainbows for everyone.
Can you believe these people judging us by the way we look?
I can't believe it. This place is
All right,
going to shit.
that will be 4 credits from each of you.
Karg looks over. He's like, "Make that a double," and he tosses 5 credits.
5 credits. You can pay at the table using the terminal.
He does not toss it. He goes to the pays at the terminal.
But one of the guys is looking over at you. Is gonna kind of. He's got kind of like a puzzled look on his face, and he's pausing for a second. Right now, these guys are just talking about just regular stuff. One of them's telling the other guys how he got overcharged because he wanted a guy to come to his daughter's party to entertain him. Very normal, wholesome conversations where, like, just between coworkers. The robot is going to return with your guys' goop and drinks, and Mr. Phelps, I assume you are smoking right now.
Naturally.
Antonio, Mr. Somebody, what we got going on?
Just observing.
Just observing.
I'm gonna order a drink.
Okay. That'll be 1 credit. So these guys aren't right now. They're like, you just hear them talking about like family life and stuff like that. But there are some things that seem a little bit weird that just kind of don't fit the context of the under. But you guys don't expect them to, because we know that these guys aren't from the under. They're after they kind of talk about everything. They're like, so how are we dividing this up? And the guys kind of all look over at one particular gentleman who was the one that was looking at Karg, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a list," and he pulls out from his shirt a list that looks really similar, for those of you who can see, to the one you found in the hotel with all the numbers on it. And he starts to list off where all of you are like all the guys are supposed to be going, and they all bust out pens and write it down on their arm just because they can, and then they pull their sleeves back down. Who has the list of numbers?
I have a copy.
I
I have
have
a
the
copy.
original.
Let me figure out where the hell I wrote the numbers down at. I seem to have lost the list of numbers. Amazing.
Did you actually give us a list of numbers?
No, but I
Not
wrote
yet.
it down on my bus ride to not jump out of airplanes. So the list of numbers that they're going to have are going to line up with the list of numbers that you guys had. So this list hasn't really changed. You do notice that they omit 1 number, and I can come up with that number real fast, like, and in a hurry. That list is 610600.
Is that one big number?
That is 1 big number.
Okay.
And so which one did they omit?
The one I just read.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So that was the one that was completely different from all of the other.
right. So out of the 12 numbers they read, that one is like the 13th number on your guys' list.
Karg is gonna look intently on him, like look very closely at him, and just see if he has anything on him that just seems really kind of suspicious, or something else that could offer more insight to us.
Mr. Phelps, what's up?
Did the guys like react like individually when a specific number was read?
Yes, one at a time. They wrote them down
Okay.
on their arms.
Do these guys have any distinguishing features?
Nope, pretty generic, like video game starter characters.
Okay.
Except they're all
Uh,
wearing suits.
Except they're all wearing suits.
And they're all human,
Preset
right?
one.
They are all human, yes. The guy who's in charge of them, I'd like you to roll perception.
Ooh.
Who's rolling?
Karg, my bad.
Oh, you're good.
Karg, I'd like you to roll perception.
That's unfortunate. So I just got a really good roll.
A 19 on the die. Hold on. And I have a plus perception.
Well, 19's fine. Out of their
19
ear,
plus 5, 24.
24 is fine. Out of their ear, you're going to see that they have a wire coming down. It's going to be their right ear coming down, and it tucks into their shirt and kind of disappears out of sight. So just based off of context, you would guess that they have someone, like they have an earpiece in so that someone can talk to them. None of the other gentlemen have it.
Where is he sitting at the table?
He's currently sitting at the head of one table, but in between the two tables.
Okay. Karg is going to send a message to Antonio, and it's going to say, Karg distracts, you take earpiece.
I'm gonna respond with affirmative. Give me and Mr. Somebody a minute on my little doodad, a little wrist gizmo.
And Karg is gonna
Stop pocket watching, Lincoln.
I counted. Karg is gonna look at crime and just be like, "Yep."
I'm gonna.
You're right.
I'm gonna go over
The
to.
atmosphere in here is getting a little stuffy. I'm gonna go change the music on the jukebox.
Oh, you play the good song. If you want to give you credit for it,
And
I'm going to.
I'm gonna walk over and put a couple credits in the jukebox and play everyone's favorite song.
What's everyone's favorite song?
boppity beepity.
Robot
The
rap.
Eye of the Leopard.
Have you guys ever heard time code? I imagine that is what he puts on, where it's just like, and it's like just a giant jumble of electronic noise.
I went with the one that Mr. Krabs requested we played on the radio.
I'll play Cat.
Good choice.
While our big robot friend over here is playing some tunage, I'm gonna saunter down the bar and plop next to Mr. Somebody. Hey, Mr. Somebody. How good are you at pushing people?
Pushing people.
I said what I said. Answer the question.
I don't know. Not bad.
I can work with not bad. This is what we're gonna do. All right. You're gonna circle around one way toward the table with the fuck faces. I'm gonna circle the other way. I need you to bump into me with your shoulder, right? And then I'm gonna push you. You push me back into one of the fuck faces. All right? That's all I need. But you gotta really sell it.
What's the plan here? aside from that, like, what do you plan on doing?
I'll tell you after it's done.
It's fine.
The guy with the earpiece is going to look over at Karg and say, "Aren't you that guy that was playing Hokey Dragon Slap Doki?"
Yep, that was me. And then I got hungry. And I came here. Have you guys had? They have rainbow goop. This shit's fire, dude.
Does it taste any different than the other ones?
Nope, but it looks cool.
He's just gonna kind of chuckle and be like, "Well,
If you want, you can come over. We can play that game that you said you wanted to play.
yeah, give me just a minute." And he's gonna kind of look it back and he's like, "Okay, boys, spread out." And so everyone except for this guy is going to get up and kind of like, "Yeah, have a good one." And then one of them's gonna turn and be like, "Oh, I forgot. Happy anniversary." And he's gonna be like, "Thank you. When we get back, I'll let the missus know that you said happy anniversary." And like the guys are gonna kind of walk out and start like leaving the Erirep Diner. This guy's going to get up and walk over and sit down. He's like, "Okay, so what do we need to play the game?"
And so here's what we do: we roll dice.
Hold on,
And
pause.
then-
There's a lot of crosstalk happening in the text chat. I would like that to stop, please.
But before they get too far into their game, I'd like to slam my drink and stand up and start walking.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
Direction.
You ready?
Yeah. Okay, wait. So, let me get this right. If you play a 7, we switch seats.
No. So you get 2 dice, right?
Okay.
2 10 dice.
2 10
Mm.
dice. Let me
Nope.
grab 2 10 dice.
Oh God.
Okay, I have 2 10 dice. Well,
Okay.
these two will work. Yes.
So yep, it's perfect. Yeah. So we roll 2 10 dice. If you get a 7, you guys switch seats. If it's a 2, then I have to spit on you. And if it's a 8, then we're mates. And then
Wait,
whoever
what was that last one?
we become best friends. That's how you play the game.
Oh,
And
okay.
then we do the hokey pokey. And then whoever gets closest to 21 wins.
Okay. I'm going to roll my 2 10s.
Okey-dokey.
And as he does that roll, I'm going to
Okay.
shoulder check the shit out of Mr. Somebody walking past.
What the fuck, dude? And I'm gonna fucking just push him as hard as I can into the guy.
And as I do that, I'm going to add a little oomph to it and jump, like not just to pushing me backward. I'm going to leave my feet willingly as well and yeet my body into this man's upper torso neck region.
He's going to say, "I got a 6 and a 4."
While he's
Fucking guy, come on. It's feet. You've been using them long? Fuck, okay.
And while I have done that, I would like to try and swipe his earpiece.
Roll sleight of hand.
Shit, that fell. Mod 20.
Mod 20.
Fuck yeah.
That is, you're going to get the earpiece. You're not going to get the other end of it.
Wait, hold on. You also still have
I do still have guidance. I do. That's a what, D4?
Yeah.
Mod 22.
Okay. You're going to get the earpiece. You're not going to get the other end of it. Best possible outcome. You get the earpiece. You don't get the other end of it. And he after he kind of just says like, "Hey, you've been walking," he's gonna be like, "Okay, so a 6 and a 4.
So you
I'm gonna leave the diner.
I believe that means I don't get spit on."
Nope, this is 2. And then I roll a 4 and a 10, so I win. And then he slaps the guy.
Oh,
That's where the slap comes in. If you win.
One more game.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Little did you know this guy is actually has a real bad gambling problem.
You want to put some money in it?
No, his credits are no good for you, so probably not a good idea. But you said you slap him and you won. And did you go outside or was it just? I feel like you said. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, it was just him.
Crime. What are we doing?
So I'm standing at the jukebox, right? Pretending that I'm repairing the jukebox, but keeping an eye back on the table. You know.
Okay. Mr. Somebody, what are we doing?
I'm gonna wait for Antonio to leave the bar, and then I'm gonna kind of follow out behind him.
Okay.
That way, it'd be kind of weird if we both left at the same time after that interaction.
That's a good call.
Johnny, what are we doing?
I will keep eating mine goop at table, and then when I am finished, I will
Mine
get
goop? Is he German now?
4 settings. And then I will get to go back.
Yeah.
like
Top
to
of
imagine-
Ursa Red's bestseller list this month. Mine Goomp.
I like to imagine the bag is like a shitty plastic Walmart bag, and they just dump the bowl into it.
No, I like to think it's like a paper bag.
And the goop is just seeping through.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best.
Oh. So the guy after. So are you guys gonna play another game?
Yeah, we'll play one more game. We'll
Okay.
beat you again. We'll do it.
I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Seven. Slap.
What? We were supposed to switch seats.
Oh,
And then he just slaps him back. He's like,
oh,
I win.
And then the guy's gonna get up and switch seats, and he's gonna be like, "Wait, your dice are over here, and my dice are over there. So you need to have a 7 and a 4. What did I roll?
It was 7.
No. What is your dice? Do we keep our dice or do we? What's the point of switching seats if we don't switch dice?
Well, I didn't roll yet. You just fucking slapped me before I rolled.
I got a little, you're right. Okay, you can roll your dice now.
I got 9 and a 3, and slaps him again. I win.
Well, you want to play again tomorrow?
Yeah, we can play again tomorrow.
I got
I heard-
places to be.
I heard your friend said anniversary, so happy anniversary. And he holds his drink up for a
Thank
toast.
you. My name is. Let's see who we got on the Patreon here. Oh,
Johnny Phelps.
my name's David. David Hayes.
Oh,
He
hello.
holds
David.
out his hand.
Yes.
And who submitted David Hayes?
David Hayes was sent to us by. I don't actually have the list pulled up.
I know
Oh,
who
I
it
got
is.
you.
I know who it is. I don't even need to see the list. I know who gave it.
I know his actual name because it's one of our
Yeah.
good friends.
Yeah.
Give me 2 seconds. I'll pull it up.
Yeah, give him a shout out.
Okay. This right here is getting edited out, and just in case it's not, you came in like a wrecking ball.
I like big butts, and I can't not lie.
I can guarantee it gets edited out.
All right.
Yerp.
David Hayes
Um,
is submitted by Austin, spelled with a Y.
Yeah.
Austin with a Y. David Hayes, Austin with a Y.
What a deep cut.
he's gonna hold his hand out and be like, "My name's David Hayes."
And Karg is gonna shake his hand while still holding his alcohol, so they're just gonna be both holding his cup. And he's like, "Nice to meet you. My name is Karg.
Karg,
Yeah, it's Karg Junior.
like Carl with a G.
Yeah, Junior. Karg.
Karg. Okay. It was
Nice
nice
to meet
meeting
you.
you, Karg.
Very nice meeting you."
And he's gonna get up and walk out. Sick. What are we doing?
I'm going after Mr. David Hayes walks past and out of the diner, out of eyeshot. I'm gonna go back in and deliver the booty to Karg over here.
Okay.
Hey, Cog, I don't know what you wanted with this thing, but here you go.
Thank you very much. And Karg just he walks over to Crime. He's like, "Put this with the other stuff. Open your belly."
Here comes
I'm
the
gonna-
change.
I'm gonna look at Karg and hold out my hand and receive the earpiece. I'm giving
We
him
go
a
outside.
disappointed look.
We go outside, and then we can listen and stuff. Yeah.
Karg, you realize that we could have gotten one of these at any electronics store. It's just an
Yeah,
earpiece.
but this one was new to me.
I just hit a lick because you thought it was shiny.
Well, I
You a pretty nickel, and I had to hit a lick. I mean, I'm here for it. I just want to be clear.
thought we get this one, and then we can hear into his brain because it was attached to it. But now I don't know.
Love it.
You could have
Cool,
just slapped
so-
him and took in the earpiece when he slapped him.
Yeah, we just fucked that guy's. We just
You
ruined
could've-
that guy's whole
You
thing.
could have stole like whatever it was connected to or something like that, but no, you said I'm gonna have him steal the earpiece and then slap him twice right where it is.
God damn it.
Well, I don't know if you guys thought that was productive, but I found some information that I thought was productive. When the group was talking, I overheard them talking about the list of numbers that we got. And there was one number in particular that they didn't mention. Antonio, you said that you had a guy that might be able to help us figure out these numbers.
Yeah, I do. I think it's time we go visit the accountant.
I would like to call the waiter over and get a to-go bag for my goop.
Go bag. Okay. And he's going to pull out a little bag, and the robot's going to take his head and put it on your plate to suck up all the food, and then basically like to fill up the bag, and then hand it back to you and be like, "Thank you for coming to the Erirep Diner. Have a great day, Johnny Phelps."
You have a great day too, robot.
Group to go.
Everyone's pretty much back at the table, actually. So are you going to join him at the table?
No.
No. Where are we going?
Antonio is going to take us to the account.
Okay. So the accountant is he's normally at the not the Vein, the Expanse showroom. However, we are towards like the end of the family's like work day, essentially. As far as like the more steady jobs go. He'll be there tomorrow morning.
Karg is gonna message someone on his device, and he's gonna message them and just say, "Hey, you got my good stuff," and send it out.
About 10 minutes later, you're going to receive a message. It's like, "Yeah, I got it. Come to the Vein."
All right. Well, since we can't go to this accountant yet, Karg is gonna go to the Vein.
What's everyone else doing?
We are going to the vein.
Duh, that will follow.
Wait, don't be too close. You don't freak them out.
Yeah, I'll go to the vein.
Antonio, are you also going to the vein?
Yeah. I'm gonna tag along.
You guys are like on your way to the vein. You're going to go past a group of people who are currently returning home from their work job in the mines over in the nearby region of Gas Springs. There's a man there who they're carrying. He seems to have some kind of like a mark on him as if he was attacked by something. And this is like you hear them kind of like talking like hey man, I told you you shouldn't have taken that job. The extra money wasn't worth it. That area is dangerous. And he's like I thought the gas was the danger. I didn't think that would be down there. And like they kind of like walk off a little bit away from everyone, like away from you guys, going in an opposite direction. You guys are gonna get closer to the van, and as you guys approach the van, the normal suspects start to show up. People that you guys kind of have seen around. You know these people to be just generally not great dudes. Not that like you can really judge them being from around here, but they're just not people that you. They're the kind of friends that you can expect to stab you in the back. And Karg is anxiously looking for someone.
Yeah, so he's looking all over the place, kind of scratching his neck and looking a little shady, uh, trying to find his hookup friend.
But it um you get to the door of the van, and there's gonna be a big like kind of dude hanging out at the front door. He is a little bit tall to be like pure human, so you think he's like some kind of half elf. But this dude is jacked. He doesn't really have the lean gene of the elves. You guys walk inside. Once you're inside, there is like kind of a lot of open space for people to dance, and there's multiple bars. There's the traditional neon lights and everything, but they have them timed to where different color neon is flashing at different times, and they're starting to play music. It's not really the time when like the music's super loud. You can still hear conversation pretty easily over the music. And off in the corner, Karg's gonna see his dealer friend. What does your dealer friend look like? What's his name? Tell us about him.
Well, I was gonna do it in Karg's voice, but it would probably be intelligible. Um, this guy's name is Dirk Garverston, and he is a pretty meaty drow. He's got kind of like puffy cheeks, big face, slicked back hair, and it's kind of like super greasy slicked back. He's always wearing like a almost like a pinstripe suit, and then he's got a big gold watch kind of looking thing on his arm, but it's not real gold. It's just like the fakest materials possible. And he's got a big gold chain necklace that is also not real.
Cock! Get over here! Cock! I got it. You got money.
You know what's up? Whoa, what are you doing? Yeah, of course I got the money. This how much is it this time? Because last time I paid you extra, so give me some more.
Okay. I got you, Cog. You know what? Because I like you, we'll say 1836.
Make it a double. Okay. And Karg hands over or exchanges 36 credits.
He's going to take 36 credits and he's going to pull out two very nondescript bottles with a light green liquid in it. And he's going to hand it to you and be like, "You sure you don't want to get into the other stuff? I got lots of good stuff.
What you got for me today?
You ever try hardlining some I don't have a drug name. I need a drug name. What's a good drug name?"
Glow dust.
Yeah, glow dust. You ever try hardlining some glow dust?
I'll try it. Let me a little taste.
Optimus is going to walk over and be like, he doesn't need any glow dust. Thank you.
Crime. I got a chip that just came in. It'll make your circuits go wild.
I don't trust any chips that we get from you. We know where you download that stuff from. You take it from other robots.
Ah, that's so rude to say. I'm a businessman.
Your business is destroying people's lives. You're not going to destroy ours.
God, one of these times you need to come alone.
Nope. Nope, not doing that. Last time I did that outside, and someone punched me in the face and they took all my money.
Whatever. Mr. Phelps and Mr. Moretti, Mr. Somebody. What are you guys up to?
Just having a drink at the bar.
The same.
Okay. What are we drinking?
Gin.
Neon green goose.
Jack Daniels.
That'll be 1 credit from all of you.
Does Karg know what this glow dust does? Like, has he ever heard from any of his other buddies about it?
Not really.
Is it newer on the market?
Crime's probably right. You probably don't actually want anything that this guy has, because generally people who start buying whatever he has to offer end up incapacitated for a while.
That's what Karg wants to do. Well, other than obviously his absinthe that he buys all the time. I think Karg will just go with crime and be like, you know what, we'll get the glow dust next time. I gotta try it. I just don't have a whole lot of credits right now. Just next time.
Okay. And this guy's gonna turn and go back to talking to what appears to be mostly a woman.
Like most of a woman, or we're mostly sure it's a woman?
Mostly sure it's a woman. Also, you don't know if it's actually alive. It could be a robot.
I'm glad you said robot, because that could have went.
So what are we doing? Where are we going? Where are we taking this absinthe, Karg?
Take it right here. What?
Well, the first step is we're going to test it and make sure that it's actually the good stuff.
Karg smells it, and then he goes to crime. He's like, "Does it smell right?"
And can I use my brewer's kit in any way to make sure that this is actually just absinthe and it's not anything else crazy he's cut in here? All right. What do you want me to roll for that? Just
We'll call it an investigation check, but you'll have advantage because of the brewer's kit, and we'll make it pretty easy because absinthe is pretty straightforward. I feel like compared to some of the chemicals, so like a DC 8.
it's good because I rolled a 1 on one dice and an 8 on the other.
This is absinthe.
This looks to be chemically pure. I don't think he cut anything into it. Have at it, bud.
My little drinky poo. And he's just gonna put it in his pockets for now, his little handbag. Let's save this for later.
All right, saving it for a little bit of praise and worship later. For those of you guys who are at the bar looking around, you don't really see anyone out of the normal, but you see a few people who are kind of like huddled in groups that normally wouldn't be. You also see people who specialize in like the trafficking of sexual partners.
How many of those motherfuckers are there?
Like 4 or 5. They don't talk to each other, but right now they're all talking amongst themselves.
I would like to get within earshot of this conversation.
Okay, roll perception.
That rolled off the table. Fuck! Natural 1.
It's starting to get late, so the music has gotten much louder. It's harder to hear conversations, and people start coming into the club to dance.
I totally could have just said natural 20. God damn it.
Yeah, not after you yelled
Yeah.
damn.
Integrity.
Cursed integrity. All right, well, wow, this is music, you know? Music really something, you know? All the beat popping and...
It's all fun.
Do any of those people notice him?
He's very loud.
No, they don't seem to notice him, but they break up and kind of start going their own ways. One of which pulls out a pack of like cigarettes. He's gonna head outside, and he's probably gonna go to the smoking container for the biological people to go smoke cigarettes so that they don't have to wear a respirator.
I like that image though of people have to wear a respirator to breathe the air, but then they go specifically to a room to take off their respirator and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, it's a little bit backwards, but you know that's the under at times. Okay, is anyone else doing anything at the vein?
Do we know any of these sex traffickers?
I'd say probably not. I mean, this is still like kind of a look down thing because kind of goes against what a lot of you believe, which is like that people can do whatever they want, and the people that these sex traffickers work in is definitely not that.
Yeah, I meant more like, do we know of them? Like, do we know who they are? Would they have like any prevalence to us at all?
Not really. So, as far as I'm aware, most of your guys' background is like day drinking and organized crime. These guys fall into that other category of
Yeah, they're like street pimps.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over to Mr. Phelps and be like, "Hey, Mr. Phelps, remember when we were in the hideout? Marcellus said something about you were looking for his nephew or cousin or something that went missing."
Duh. I only have one lead at right now.
Maybe these pimps over here might know about people who go missing.
There is chance they would know.
Yeah, maybe a couple of credits could loosen their lips.
I like the way you think, crime. Antonio,
Yeah, what's up?
come with me. We are going to talk to those gentlemen.
What? The music's really loud in here.
Come with me. We are going outside.
All right, geez, no need to yell.
We'll follow that one guy out to his little smoking booth.
Out to the smoking booth, and right now there's a few people in there, but kind of tucked into a corner is this dude who's sitting there smoking a cigarette. He's just kind of ignoring everyone around him.
I'm gonna go over, like lean up against the wall near him, but not like right next to him. Start smoking. I'll be like, I'm gonna look over and be, hey, I need some information. Would you be able to help me for a nominal fee?
It depends on the information.
I'm looking for someone. Someone missing. Danny Olson.
Oh, Danny Olson. That's a rough one. That's a Genovese family kid. Yeah, I heard he was missing, but unfortunately, I don't know anything about Danny Olson.
Do you know of anyone who might have any information on it?
Not really. Look, there's new people in town, and I'm trying to figure out how to work this into my business plan. If you could just give me some time. And he's gonna kind of like lean to like stare off in a different direction and keep smoking.
Let me take a stab. I'm gonna walk over to him. Hey, boss man, I got 50 credits with your name on it for information about Danny Olson. What do you got for me?
I don't know anything about Danny Olson.
I got 100 credits with your name on it.
That's great. I still don't know anything about Danny Olson.
I'm gonna walk back over to Phelps. Phelps, did he say anything else? Anything useful at all?
He said there were new people in game in town. He needed time to mull it over. Did you have any more success than I did?
Fuck no. This guy's a steel fucking trap. Johnny, go ask about the new people. Go ask about the new people.
You guys walk back over?
One final question before I leave you alone. Could I get some information on these new people in town, in the business, as it were?
Yeah, but your friend's last offer is gonna have to hold up.
Antonio, how much did you offer him?
75 credits.
100 credits.
I have 13.
No, don't worry. I'll fucking foot the bill. You owe me, Phelpsy.
Are we about to go in debt to a sex trafficker?
Yes.
50 now.
Fucking fine. He is 50.
There's some secret spooky figures that come down once a year and they drop off people. Some, I don't know, they just don't want them where they come from, I guess. And they do surgery on them and try their fancy tech things, but whenever something goes wrong, they fall to us. So there was 13 potential people. Now there's 12 potential people. 4 of them have gone wrong. We're hoping for 5 and 6 so we can split them up evenly.
Do you know where they come from?
I don't really care. I just know that if you want to sleep with a dude that's got, I don't know, a metal kicker that randomly vibrates, I got you.
Wait. Is Carter's arm supposed to be for hand jobs?
Give me a minute.
It all makes sense.
Only if the surgery went wrong.
I mean, I'd say it did.
Doesn't seem to have gone right.
If the surgery goes right, where do they go?
I think they just get let loose in this place. They just get let loose. Try and become one. That's where all those weird fucks come every year at the Prospect Festival.
Here's the other 50. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, anytime. Also, that's a legitimate offer on the dude. It's 25 25 credits an hour.
I'm going to look at him with the most disgust a human being can possibly portray on their face and just walk away. I'm going to come back and unload.
All right. So you're saying that Mr. Somebody here, it sounds like he's one of those 13 people.
That is what it sounds like.
Maybe that's why when we overheard the group at the diner, they only listed off 12 numbers. Maybe the 13th number is Mr. Somebody. But they also said there was 4 other?
There were 4 went wrong after the 12.
That means there's 8 good ones running around.
It means that there's 13 people total, just like Mr. Somebody. that were brought down to the under this year? Or even just recently?
Brought down?
They specified that it came from above. Or I guess in this case, you came from above.
From somewhere.
Who are these people?
That is a wonderful question.
Who knows?
Why are they doing this? Why?
Maybe you should go talk to the man. He has information he might be able to tell you. You seem to have better questions than us.
I start going. I walk to the smoke pit. I'm looking for this guy now.
No, Mr. Somebody. The person we need to talk to is the accountant.
Yeah, no, I'm already walking. I can't hear you over the music.
You go out to the smoke pit and you see this dude leaning up against the corner. You walk up to him. He's gonna be like, "Oh, great. What?"
Yeah, just have a few questions, and I'm gonna try to just grab him and throw him to the ground.
Grapple? Make a strength check.
8.
No. You're just gonna, I don't know, slam your arm up against the glass, I guess? Menacingly?
Who takes the people from up top and brings them down?
You know, the goon guys. They just, I don't know. Every once in a while, they send a dude to this club and we get information on what the next shipment looks like.
Is it the same guy?
No, different chap, always wearing a black on black suit.
Of course he is. Do you have any information on when the next shipment's coming in?
Yeah, tomorrow.
On the train?
No, from I guess they're already down here. They're just the broken ones are gonna be delivered here,
All right. What time are they showing up tomorrow?
right at the start of glow.
Fuck. I'm gonna pull out 20 credits, or not 20. I guess we'll pull out 20 credits. I'm gonna transfer them 20 credits. Yeah. So I'm just gonna walk back out to the rest of the group.
Hey, Mr. Phelps, I'd like you to. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception. 11.
There's a group of like regular people, not necessarily like the super shady kind, just people who wanted to go to a club, who are next to you, and they're talking about the guy who was attacked in the mine.
What are they saying? I'd like to take a little listen.
They're talking about how dude seemed like someone that the guy was lucky that he was actually wearing his tether, because all the miners wear a tether. So if there's an issue with them, like with something, they can basically be dragged back to a safe place. Because if he wasn't wearing the tether, he would have been stuck down there with whatever attacked him. And right now they're like talking about how the mine is essentially trying to hire people specifically to work that portion of the mine, because the people who work at the mine don't want to go there.
Interesting. I don't know what to do with this information.
Go talk to him.
I will go talk to people. I'm gonna walk up to them and be like, "Oh, hello, I heard you talking about mine injury. I've heard quite a few people talking about this.
A good friend of ours was
I'm
down
just
in
interested to learn more."
it's it's an O2 shaft. It like holds natural air, but like it's like a pocket of it, and something seems to have like lived down there. We got his body out of the mine today. It bit into his armor, and it didn't look like it did too much damage to the armor, but it happened to get in between two of the plates, and he started to lose pressurization, so it like the emergency cord ripped him back to the nearest uh airlock. Yeah. And now the company thinks that they can just hire people for like it's like 50 credits an hour to go down there and work on some simple machinery. But it's a it's a suicide mission. No one would go down there. And people who go down there hear crazy things like people screaming and stuff like that.
That is interesting. This is in Gas Springs, yes?
Yeah, gas springs. Why? You're not you thinking about it?
Hmm. No, of course not. It's a suicide mission, like you say.
Seems stupid enough to try. Well, I guess if you leave now, you could get to the onboarding for the next hiring process.
I mean, creature sounds interesting. I have not heard of creatures living in mines before.
If you don't mind, we're just trying to drink to after a hard day. Kind of trying to. Uh, I think you should start talking about other stuff. We've been talking about this for a while amongst ourselves.
I'll leave you to it then.
By the way, it is early dim, so it's starting to get nighttime.
I'm gonna go over to the bar then.
Crime just bought Karg a shot. Cheers, buddy.
You gonna take a shot? You gonna take a shot with me? Let's do it. Clink.
That's a credit a shot.
Hey, Cog, can I get a pull of that good stuff?
And we'll save it for a little bit. Let's bring it up tomorrow.
All right, so the guy in the smoke pit kind of forgot to ask him some important questions. You know, like where these people come from, or why, or who does it, and all that stuff.
I wonder if you are one of the failed ones.
I don't really get any answers though, other than tomorrow a shipment of the failed ones, so to speak, are being dropped off here. Now we can go see the accountant, but we already know what the numbers mean.
We assume what the numbers mean. We don't know for sure.
And if our assumption is right, the accountant could tell us where to find the other numbers.
True. We could also tell whoever comes on and drops off the people here.
Maybe some stay here and some go there.
Talking about splitting up the party, Cog?
I mean, we could. It's up to you guys. We do whatever.
Well, Antonio, if you want to head to the accountant, I'll come with you. And then Karg and Mr. Somebody can stay here and wait for the delivery of failed. I don't know what to call them.
Numbers. Let's call them numbers. That works for me, Crime.
Mr. Phelps, what are you going to do in the meantime?
I am not decided yet. I have multiple opportunities I could pursue. Both of them are outside of Safe Harbor, but they are something. There's the mining accidents I could look into. I feel like that is pretty interesting. Or I could go speak to Daniele family about the letter from Donovan.
Ursa Red as Dean Balter as Karg, Alexander Crutchfield as RGM, Chase Dixon as Antonio Moretti, Carter Prophet as Mr. Somebody, Dominic Waymeyer as Johnny Phelps, and myself, Tim Lincoln, as Optimus Crime. This podcast is directly supported by our Patreon and our wonderful listeners. Our Patreon subscribers get to listen to ad-free episodes and get to listen to new episodes a day early. They also get access to our patrons-only Discord channel, bonus content from our Session 0. They get to listen to our after show, Tactical Pause, as well as the opportunity to directly shape our adventure by submitting names for NPCs and unique magical items that we'll use in future episodes. You can find all that and more at patreon.com/tacticalcrits. Follow us on social media. Our Instagram is Tactical Crits. Our Twitter is @Tactical Crits. Our Reddit is r/Tactical Crits. We also have a Facebook, YouTube, and a TikTok. Our link tree with all the links is in the description. Go check it out because we want to hear what you have to say about the show. We're going to be changing up our episode release schedule to allow us more time to edit each episode and create more bonus content. So our next episode will be coming out on March 21st. That's it for this week, everybody. We'll see you next time.